Okay, so to kind of get this clear, this is not a car review video. Those ones are gonna come in due time if I actually, well, do want to do them. Anyways, so for those of you who might not know, MG actually isn't a new company. Also here in South Africa, they've been here before. Actually, it's a very old company. As of 2025, it's gonna be 101 years old. This was founded back in the UK. Actually, it's a British company by origin in 1924. But I think around 2017 or 2007, one of the two, it was sold to SAIC Motor Corporation. It's a Chinese state-owned company. They left South Africa in 2016. Yes, they had a bunch of financial issues, so they left the market. So this is pretty much like their big return. Actually, they only have 3 cars, and it's a very weird combo, right? They have an EV and 2 internal combustion engine cars. They have the ZS model, which is the most affordable option. That is followed by its bigger brother or sister, the HS model, right? And then from there is the, what is it called? The Cyberster. So the Cyberster is the most expensive one. So the starting price for the ZS, I think, starts at 290,000, and then for the HS, I think it's around 500,000, and then the Cyberster starts at 1.4 million. Sounds like a lot until you see the specs. So let's take a look at the ZS model. Now, for the ZS model, so this one's placement is, I think this is the one that's going to sell the most, right? Of the 3. It's not necessarily a cross. It's bigger than a cross, but it's not like a full-fledged SUV, right? So by today's market, think of it like a combo between a VW T-Cross and a Tiguan. So it's big enough, you can fit your family in there. At the same time, it's small enough for you to do everything that you want to do, right, with your family. Engine-wise, I was a bit surprised or concerned initially. So it's a 1.5 liter. This is kind of similar to the Chery's and the Havals and the Jetos. I thought literally it was just a full-blown up and down, put an engine, buy parts off the shelf. The only thing that did concern me the most was the 4-speed. Should be enough, but come on, it's a 4-speed automatic on such a beautiful car. But anyways, yeah, compared to his bigger brother, the options are much more reasonable that side. Fuel wise, I'm assuming it's gonna be as bad as not bad though, like your Havals and your Chery's, right? So it's rated at 7.1, which is the combined fuel consumption. Combined usually takes both your urban driving as well as your highway driving, because on the highway you get much better fuel consumption as compared to when you are stopping and going on traffic lights, screaming at people and accelerating unnecessarily. But yeah, I think that's what stands out. The 1.5 liter engine, 84 kilowatts, it's more than enough. That puts it up to your Polo TSI Highlines, yeah, it's more than enough. It's the 4-speed for me that just aches me. But to kind of break down the consumption, for this model, they actually had, features wise, you get all the features you can think of that you need. But anyways, we'll talk about that on the next video. So here we go. You get about 9.1 when you're doing your urban driving, and 5.9. They call it extra urban. I'm assuming they mean like your highway driving, which is brilliant, right? Urban horrible, but highway driving very, very good. Actually, let's take a look at the interior as well. So the interior I kind of like, right? For this model, you don't have a massive screen blocking your view. At the same time, you have all the tech you need, right? You have a nice vents there, kind of looks like a Mercedes. Manual adjusted seats. I'm not sure if you can spec the automatic ones. We'll see when we do the if we do the review, well, when we do the review, to be honest, the screen is sitting nice and perfect. Like, this is, you can live with this. It looks familiar. It's not screaming at you. You have your buttons there. I can't start it because I don't have the key for this. I was just checking, like I said, I was just looking at the catalog for this purpose, but it looks very nice. Taking a look at the HS, this is the full-blown SUV. Like, this is the big daddy. You have options on options for this one, right? This is a full-fledged SUV. I would say it's about the size of a Tiguan. It actually, I'm just using Tiguan because everyone knows that it's everywhere, but I would say size-wise, it's kind of trailing the size of the Allspace version. But from what I can see, it is a 5-seater. I haven't confirmed that just yet. But yeah, this looks much better, but it's massive. So from what I can see, this comes in two options. There's the comfort and the luxury one. So this will be the luxury one. If I'm correct, this is the luxury one, and then the other one on the side would be the comfort one. I'm not gonna go into the spec sheet. If you're gonna go to that, that's a whole review, but they're mostly identical. But this one has much more power. So this comes with 125 kilowatts. Yes, as well as a 7-speed DCT gearbox, as opposed to the 4-speed that you get with this one. But the difference between the two is usually just like features like your parking sensors and all that, nothing big. Actually, let's take a look at the interior. So as you would expect on the higher spec, you get full-blown tech, right? So on this one, I think the steering wheel is different. You have a much more comfortable looking steering wheel. Flat top and flat bottom looks much nicer. I mean, even the materials from the video, you can just see that, right? And you have the massive screen, right? It's not really intrusive. You can still properly see ahead. Steering wheel is very comfortable. Center console, I mean, come on, you can see everything there. You get a nice soft touch material. Like, it's worth the price, right? And this costs around $500,000, the starting price, I think. Again, I don't have a key, so we can't really. Anyways, this is on the review. I didn't need the key, but you also have the panoramic sunroof on this. No idea how to open it. We'll figure that out when we come and check out the car. But yeah, like, you have, this is tech. Here you're buying tech, space and tech, but mostly tech. Yeah, not to disappoint you guys, but the day that I went to MG, the supercar looking thing was actually not on the floor. It was at the mall on display. So of course there it was logged. I could not actually get to check it out. But let me explain why it's 1.4 million right now. So it's an EV, 74 kilowatt hour battery. That is a massive battery. Apart from that, right, this thing has 502 horsepower. It's like 374 kilowatts and 720 newton meters of torque. I mean, that's a powerhouse. Like, to put it into real world, you're looking at M3, M4 power. Weight, I don't know. That could be a big contributing factor. We'll see when we get there. But I'm not quite sure for the target market and where it fits in general. But I feel like this guy's MG saying, hey guys, I am back. All right, you guys can let me know down the comments if you'd like me to go review the ZS and HS, or maybe do like a dedicated video for the Cyberster. But so far, I don't know what you guys can let me know what you think. They are making SUVs like everyone else, but their angle is slightly different. They're kind of going with the traditional way. I do hope the HS was a 7-seater, but you guys let me know what you think. You think this is a good state for them to come back? I mean, there's a lot of competition. Havals, Jitor, JQ. I mean, how do you guys think they're gonna do this time? All right. Anyways, that's it for this one. Cheers.